So, you've prepared your presentation. Perhaps you've written out the presentation, you've corrected it, you've perfected it. You've used advice from my previous videos on how to prepare and rehearse your presentation. And now the big day is coming for that talk or that presentation, and you want to do it really well. You want to deliver or give that presentation. Today we're going to look at those 5 top tips to make sure that you deliver the presentation as best as you can. My name's Simon Brampton, and this is Empowering Your English Voice. Yes! So let's go to number 1. And number 1 is all about warming up your voice before you begin. Now, most people who just give a talk or a presentation don't ever warm up their voice. How do you do it? I'm just going to give you a few ideas now, and then in another video we'll go into it in much more detail. But first, you should make sure that your body is all warmed up, that your neck, your shoulders, your head, maybe do a few rolls like that. And then you want to make sure your articulators, your teeth, your tongue, your jaw is all ready to speak, especially in English. When we go home, imagine chewing gum. Exaggerate, like this. And then you can use the classic QE-QR. Exaggerate it. QE-QR. Wow, look at that face. But the good thing is it gets your mouth articulated and ready to use those English words. You can also use mini scales, which are triads, 3 notes. You don't need to use octaves like some voice coaches suggest, especially when you're only going to speak. So you can use a word like cup, 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 or cap, 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 cap. Yeah, cup, cap. Or you can use the very English O to go no, 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 no. Then go up, no, 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 no. Or nay, 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 nay. Or even go A-I-O-U, A-I-O-U, ooh. Get your voice warmed up. Even sing a little song, but not too much. When your voice is warmed up, then you're ready to go. But remember, it's very important for your voice, for your vocal cords, that you are hydrated. Several hours before you talk, you should already be drinking water to make sure that all of your body is hydrated. Don't drink tea or coffee or alcohol, because that will dehydrate you. Don't have a quick cigarette before you begin to speak. You may feel more relaxed, but it will make your mouth and your throat very dry. Point 1 then, make sure your voice is warmed up and ready for you to talk. It will make sure the quality of your voice is much better. Number 2, breathing. In another video I told you about correct breathing, which is through your nose, filling your tummy like a balloon, and then little by little deflating the balloon and letting the air come out. The one important thing to remember is that you should breathe when there is a natural pause or comma in a sentence. So let me give you an example. I breathe. Good morning, everyone. My name's Simon Brampton and I'm the CEO of Idiomas Advantage in Barcelona. I breathe. Today I'm going to talk about, I give a little pause, breath, the 7 strategies of highly effective language learners. So I maintain the strength of my breath at the beginning and at the end. A typical mistake is breathing in the middle. Here is a good example of what you should not do. Today I'm going to talk about the 7 strategies of highly successful language learners. Breathing wrong, breathing in the middle, not taking enough breath, not letting the breath out at the right time. This takes practice, but you can breathe in, fill up your tummy and then let the air out slowly. Breathe, and it will also help you relax so that you won't have to have that cigarette or that whiskey before you begin to speak. Number 3 is really 2 things which are related. The first thing is avoiding filler words, let me think, like, what, okay. They are incredibly annoying and incredibly distracting for your audience, for your listeners. Let's take the sentence from the previous point. Today, I'm going to talk to you about the 7 strategies of highly successful language learners. And you think, well, I never do that. But here's something you probably do. Some people do it a little and some people do it a lot. You really need to avoid that. Very often people use filler words to fill a gap or space where really you need to pause. Pausing is good. Silence is good. Your audience don't notice a lot of silence because they already have a lot of things happening inside their minds. You don't have to worry. So don't fill the silence with like, okay. It's not necessary. Like now. And now. Let's move on to point number 4. Point number 4 is all about variety. Vocal variety. Notice the vocal variety. There is nothing worse than a monotonous voice that speaks like this when you're talking, because it really makes people feel bored and makes them go to sleep. There are different ways of adding variety to your voice. Some simple ones that you can experiment with when you're rehearsing. So, for example, a typical one would be volume. You can speak louder or you can speak more softly. And then normally you just keep your voice at a normal volume, but you vary it higher, lower. A second feature that you can change is speed. Sometimes you can speak quickly like this, and other times you can slow down to give emphasis. This type of variety maintains the attention of your audience, as do the pauses that we talked about in the previous point. Another feature you can play with is pitch, going higher or lower. Most people have, in my case, my voice is quite low, but I can make it lower. I can add more emotion or more authority when I speak. Or I can go a little bit higher and it sounds more excited, or it's like more like humor or comedy or something like that. You can vary going low and going high. And remember, in English, it's very important to use pitch or intonation, going up to maintain anticipation and going down to conclude a point. So you can use volume, speed, pitch, and intonation to add variety to your speech, the way you deliver. Now, all of that is very, very good and will make a huge, huge difference. But you need number 5. Now, number 5 is all about congruence, which is that your message that you're giving with your words and your voice matches your body language. They should be saying the same thing. So, imagine the CEO of a company giving a speech for Christmas and saying, "This year has been an excellent year. Our sales have been better than ever. Against all expectation, we expected to have a very bad year, but things have been, very, very good indeed. Very, very, very good." There's a total lack of congruence. Obviously, he should be excited, happy, enthusiastic, but his body language and his tone of his voice are not giving the same message. "This year has been a fantastic year. Our sales are up against all expectations." Hey, let's have a round of applause, everyone. Come on. So try and focus on the message and make sure that your body and the words and your message are saying the same things. And talking of body, remember, you have to avoid the typical distracting features such as using your hands like this, or rubbing them together, or going like that, or this, or adjusting your glasses, or touching your hair, or all of those things. Just keep a hand to like this, to point and make a point, to gesture like that, keeping them closed. Keep it simple and controlled. Do not distract. And that's it. Those are five key techniques that will transform and really, really improve the way you deliver your talk or your presentation, whether that is face-to-face or, for example, via video conference. Now, and that's it. If you've enjoyed this video and you found value in it, then, well, give me a like. Subscribe to the channel if you really, really want to improve and empower your English voice. And I'll see you very, very soon for more videos to improve your English voice. So, see you very, very soon. Bye-bye.